Let me see if this is working. So I believe if you guys are in the original live stream, the Buccaneers versus Steelers preseason game live watch party, give me a heck yeah. Let me know you guys are still in there, so I know that live stream still going.
Turnovers is such a big emphasis for your defense in this training camp. The play by Zion McCollum tips it to himself, holds on to the football. Something last year you said your team struggled with. How big was that play?
For him, that was big. Usually he doesn't get his head around. He's starting to get his head around this year, make a play, and he did.
All right, Coach, thank you. Send it back upstairs.
All right. So it's halftime, ladies and gentlemen. It's your man RTP, Skull Gang in the building. You already know what it is. Here with the Pewter and Red podcast. We are watching the game live on another live stream. If you haven't seen it, go. It's called Buccaneers versus Steelers preseason game live watch party. So that's what we're doing on the other live stream. I just wanted to come on here real quick, give you guys my halftime breakdown, what I think of so far, how we're looking. As far as our starting right guard and starting right tackle and our backup center, our backup left guard, our backup left tackle, I think they did pretty dang good, especially in the beginning. They were really pushing that pile. They were really pushing people around. I'm pretty sure that wasn't the Steelers starting lineup. But for most of it, it wasn't our starting lineup either, but they were doing pretty good. I will say this, there is a small glimpse of hope that maybe we just might have some type of run game this year. So there's nothing, we can't tell nothing until, some more preseason games. Obviously, again, once we have all of our starters, so that'll probably be preseason game 3. We'll see, maybe preseason game 2. We'll see how that goes. But at least we see something good. So that's good. Now towards the ending of Baker's possessions, our O-line was kind of getting punked a little bit. Maybe we were getting a little bit tired. I don't know. But we did see some good. As far as defensive line, listen, Logan Hall hasn't completely made me feel comfortable with him starting yet as far as gap integrity and when someone else is running the ball. But I will say this, there really wasn't any run room in the middle. Anytime they ran the ball, it was during the outside. And as far as the outside linebackers, and let me say this again, pass rush, once again, Logan Hall was doing his thing, pass rush. He's not screaming elite yet, but he's still screaming. Logan Hall is literally the opposite of William Golston. William Golston needed to be better with the pass rush, but as a run stuffer, he was actually pretty decent. He was pretty good. Logan Hall is the opposite right now. Pass rush, he's actually pretty good. Stopping the run, he needs to work on it. He needs to get better at it. Now, like again, today he looked a little bit better, so let's hope that progression continues and he continues to do better at that part. Outside, listen, Yaya. The dude's looking like a dog. Dude is looking like a dog. And this isn't, I'll tell you the difference of, because I remember our first game of JTS, right? I believe it was against the Browns. We were like, yo, nasty. JTS looks nasty. But this is why JTS looked nasty. Coming off the line, and we saw a play where they missed him as a blocking. Coming off the line looked like a speed demon and just cracked homeboy. He looked nasty. Coming off the line, off of the edge, he looked nasty. But that was it. Yaya, I've seen him already beat people off the outside. I've seen him already beat people in the inside. What, like a fake juke move and go inside. I've seen him beat people like that. I've seen him beat people already with power. I've already seen him wreck run games. He's looking like he looked in college. That's what you love to see. He looks like the exact same player that he looked like in college, which was in college, Yaya was the man on that team. Yaya was the man that made sure he destroyed the run game. He was the man that made sure he destroyed a lot of plays on that. He's looking like the same guy. Now, again, I don't know if that was the starting offensive line for the Steelers. It was their starting quarterback and their starting wide receiver was out there. I'm not 1,000% sure if that was their starting offensive line. I don't know them like that. But what we saw from you gotta be impressed from what you saw from Yaya. He was, again, he looked like he looked in college, which was he looked like the man on the line where it's like, yeah, he's the guy that's gonna make sure the game doesn't go easy for the other team. All game. That's what he did in college. All game, he was the guy that made sure that the offense didn't have it easy all game. Being a problem all game. And that's what he looked like already in today's preseason game. So, gotta be my favorite player by far. Easily, by far, my favorite player that I've seen on the field has been Yaya. We thought that might be the case, and it is the case. Let's go back to offense real quick. Devin Tompkins, looking like he's ready to play in the regular season. Everything near him, snatching it, holding onto the ball. He's ready. He wants time. He's telling coach, put me in. I need to be with these starters. Let's go. Enough messing with me to see if I am improving I'm here. I'm here. I'm like that. Put me with the starters, coach. I'm ready. So he's looking like that. Now, if I'm the coach, I'm not doing that yet. This is one game. And not only that, but I need to see more. Like, I think we didn't see enough because of Baker Mayfield, the quarterback. Let's get to the quarterbacks. But as far as the wide receiver, I like that. Trey Palmer, decent. Nice touchdown catch. Got his 2 feet in. Looked a little athletic. But as far as running routes or anything like that, or his hands, didn't see anything spectacular because his routes were very easy. And, I mean, the touchdown catch, great with his hands and great feet, moving with his feet, getting his 2 feet in. So that was great. But besides that, his routes were pretty easy. It wasn't anything like, man, he's killing these corners. It was just easy routes for him. Wide open type stuff. But Devin Tompkins was like snatching the ball, like diving, and just stuff that we've been seeing in training camp. Real deal. He's doing it in games. So, boom. Keyshawn Vaughn, Edmonds, that battle's going back and forth. No one's really pulling away. Keyshawn Edmonds looks scary as soon as he's in space. Again, I feel like I like Keyshawn Vaughn's cutbacks and vision better. But obviously when Edmonds is in space or hitting that sideline, he looks a lot more dangerous, obviously, his speed. So that battle's going back and forth. Let's get to the quarterbacks as we're almost done with the halftime. Baker Mayfield, first possession, looked like they were babying him, plain and simple. Looked like they were babying him. Baker looked scared. First possession was like run, throw, which was nothing. Next possession, again, running. His throws were a lot of checkdowns, a lot of easy, like, oh, he's right there. A lot of bootlegs, running to the outside, making very easy throws. That touchdown possession, he had the middle of the field. Run game did decent, was doing their job, keeping ahead of the sticks. He had some okay throws, you know what I'm saying? Easy, some more okay, easy throws. But then once they got in the red zone, had a beautiful throw for the touchdown. That was like a veteran. Okay, I know I can do this. And that's something don't get me wrong. I'm impressed and the throw was beautiful and everything. My thing, the only negative I will say about it is that's literally the only throw we've been seeing him make making touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's been his throw that he's been doing in training camp. So, again, it's a beautiful throw. It's a good throw. I'm not taking nothing away from Baker. I love the throw. It was a great touchdown. He does pretty good when he's in the red zone. He's probably been, one of the better quarterbacks. And then another day, that's been the part where him and Trask go back and forth. But I will say, if I have to give somebody the notch, it would be Baker. Is their red zone periods in training camp. I give the nod to Baker. They go back and forth, but I'll give the nod to Baker. And we just saw it today as soon as he got in the red zone. So that's great. But again, I felt like they babied him for most of his drives. Now then, the drive after that, Baker did feel like he had more confidence. He threw it. He actually threw it a little bit more deeper. He had some bullet throws. He actually looked like he stood tall in the pocket in one of those passes. He looked like he had confidence after that, right? They ended up in a 4th down situation. They ran for it. They didn't get the 4th down, and that was it for the day. It actually was the first time I was like, you know what? I kind of wanted to see Baker with one more drive. Now that it looks like he got some confidence, I kind of wanted to see him with one more drive. Now, I don't know if they were just about to open it up, but let's go to Kyle Trask now, because as soon as Trask came in with his possession, it looked like the offense opened it up. Like, it was like, oh, it's open. Now we're real offense. We're throwing. We got wide receivers doing all these routes. It's not just small little bootlegs, little short dink and dunks. That didn't happen at all when Trask came in. So again, I will say this because, again, you know, on my channel, I like to flip the coin to the other side. I don't want to act like I know for a fact that they just didn't want to open it up with Baker, because they might have just been like, okay, it's time to open it up, because, again, that last drive did look a little bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? Less babyish. His last drive, the route concepts over there looked a little bit like, okay, here's a chance for you to take a shot. Here's a chance for you to throw it a little bit deep, which I do think there was other chances, but Brady just didn't have the confidence to try it. But the last drive, it looked like he had the confidence to actually try to take some shots a little bit deeper down the field. But then he ran into the 4th down situation. They got off of there, and that was his last possession. Trask comes in right away, big, like 15-yard, 20-yard pass. Like right away, Trask looked like he had confidence. He was like, I'm gonna just go out here and do me. Like, I'm a ball. I don't know if it was the second pass or the third pass. He might have been like 4th or 5th pass or something like that, or 4th or 5th play. They ended up getting a first down. They ended up in a 3rd and long. He tried to get that touchdown. He tried to get the first down. It was like 3rd and 16. He tried to get the first down, got greedy, tried to get the first down. He was watching the guy that was covering the route. He was watching that he knew was going to get the first down. He knew that route was going to get the first down. So he was watching the guy that was covering that route, but he didn't pay attention to the safety who was playing robber, which was basically like he's just playing the zone underneath anything, and he's watching the quarterback, and he's going to try to rob him. He didn't see that safety. Safety ended up robbing him, got him a pick. Question I wanted to see after that, okay, he got picked. What do we see after this now? One, what is the OC going to call? OC, he didn't baby him after that. He kept it, wide open, everything wide open. I wanted to see, what does Kyle Trask do? Does he start getting bait? Does he start getting nervous? Does he start like, okay, I don't want to throw no more picks. Let me start checking down. Nuh-uh. Kept being aggressive. I love it. Now, if you can stay aggressive and not turn over the ball, that's even better, right? So, saw good signs from both. We should see some more with Kyle Trask coming up. Right now, we just kicked the ball back to Steelers, so we're back at third quarter. But as far as right now, there's really nothing. The biggest negative, in my opinion, has been McCollum in the run support. McCollum in coverage, he's looking just like in camp. But in the run support, our backups need to be better at run support. KJ Britt still looking a little slow, sideline to sideline. Everything else, Servassier Dennis had a blitz. It doesn't look like he's on the field anymore, Servassier, so it looks like this is the 3rd-team defense now. Pretty much looks like it's the 3rd-team defense. Yep. And they're throwing it down the field. Turn around. Good coverage. Shouldn't be no PI. But yeah, that's pretty much the halftime. That's it, man. I'm going to end this live stream and get back to the pregame live stream. I'll see you guys next time. Please subscribe to the channel if you're liking this, the football talk and all the stuff, and hit the like button, show some love to the channel. I'll see you guys on the other live stream. We're out.